Let's set some light on me. Is that better? Hella bright. There we go. Let's set some light on me. Is that better? All right. We got 8:59, close enough for me. How's everyone doing today?
Nice.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I've been off the grid the last few weeks. I just was not feeling well and not like myself. I haven't even been in my office hardly at all. So I apologize, but we're back on track. Let's get this party started. So if you guys had tuned in last time, we were talking about signing up with signing services and how to market yourself to different types of potential clients and marketing yourself to title companies. And we had gotten on a topic about asking title or asking signing services to leave positive feedback on your personal profiles within the signing platforms that are out there. And there's several different types of platforms. We've got SnapDocs. We've got Signing Order. I know there's Signature Closers. There's several of them out there, and typically those are just platforms for companies like Signature Signings to use to manage all the signings that we get from our direct clients. And it allows us to track the status of each signing, whether the order has been created by our client or confirmed by our notary, or the signing's been completed and documents have either been dropped off or at FedEx or hand delivered to our client. And it notifies our clients as well of where that order is in the whole entire process, which is amazing technology for being able to manage a nationwide signing service like Signature Signings. But today I want to talk about what it looks like for you guys on our end. So if you guys haven't been to signaturesignings.com yet, I highly recommend going and setting up a free account. Let me share my screen here with you guys. Give me a second here. Dun, dun, dun. And that's not what I wanted to share. Where is? I don't know if I'm ever gonna get good at Zoom here. So I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me here. I think I can close that. Okay, that's my desktop. This is the one I want to share. All right. So you guys are seeing signaturesignings.com on your page right now or on your screen. Just give me a nod, yes. All right, perfect. So this is where you're going to go to sign up to become a member of Signature Signings, and it doesn't cost you anything to do that. You get a free membership just for coming here and going to the right-hand corner there where it says Notary Login. And once you create an account there on the Notary Login, if you don't already have one, you can create it on that page. And you're going to get access to our members area, which gives you all kinds of great tools and everything. And it's going to allow you to take a little vetting quiz that we use to make sure that you're knowledgeable and you have some experience in the signing agent world. Obviously, we want the best representing our clients. And, so we like to be able to see that you can. I'm getting a little bit of feedback from someone. If you guys could make sure you're muting yourselves so that there's no disturbance on everyone else's side. But we just vet everybody. And once you're vetted, we send out some paperwork to you that gets you Fidelity approved. And I'm gonna show you exactly what that looks like on our end, because in order for you to do any Fidelity signings for signature signings, we have to document it in the system on your profile that you're Fidelity approved through us. Now, you may already be Fidelity approved with Fidelity directly or with other signing services, but the thing I don't like about Fidelity in regards to this process is that you have to go through this process every single time for every signing service, which is a pain in the butt, but it just is what it is. You know, they're the ones handing out signings to all of us signing services and individual signing agents. And so we got to go by their rules. Once you guys are signed up, you've been vetted and everything. I'm going to show you what it looks like on our end as a signing service. You're going to be able to create your own signing service. Literally, I just clicked order login on our homepage, and it took me to what it looks like on our end. Those are current orders that we have processing right now. So if I was to go and just kind of show you guys here, we can go to client user management real quick. This is a whole big long list of clients that Signature Signings has. It shows who the owners are. Now, one of the things that you guys may not know about Signature Signings is, you know, we've got Tony here as an owner, Susan, Rachel. Signature Signings owns a good portion of these clients. But these are all notaries that have their own nationwide signing service for their direct clients through Signature Signings. A lot of the notaries, they just don't want to have to deal with placing the order, managing the notaries, dealing with receiving the checks, and then having to cut out another check to pay the notaries their portion of the fee. And Signature Signings does all that for you guys. So if you have a lot of direct clients, like I do, then you're missing a lot of opportunities if you're not capitalizing on not just their local signings, which obviously you would, but the signings that they have out of your area. And that's where Signature Signings can help you, is by creating an account on our platform for you to manage your clients out of various signings. And we do all that for you. And for every order that your clients send through our platform under your account, we pay you $20 for. So you're practically your own nationwide signing service without having any of the headache of being one or carrying the insurance or anything else. And you're still getting compensated for all of your clients out of area stuff. So if you do have a lot of direct clients, I recommend you reach out to me in regards to finding out more about setting up an account and how I can show you how to capitalize on your clients out of various signings, or even just signings that you personally can't do. And, you know, we can find somebody to cover that opportunity for you, and you're going to get paid for it. So once an order has been placed, we end up getting a list of notaries. And it's important that you see, I'm going to click on additional filters here really quick, just so you guys know. When Fidelity is probably one of the largest title companies in the nation. And like I said, if you want to be able to do Fidelity signings through any signing service, you're going to have to be Fidelity approved. So if I have a Fidelity client and I'm searching for a notary on my notary search here, I'm going to click Fidelity approved, and I'm going to get a big long list of notaries that are approved with Fidelity. And the people that are going to get listed first are the people that are members of Signature Signings that have paid the one-time $25 fee that we ask. And that helps with our marketing expenses and our overhead expenses. And we mark you in the system as an approved notary. So take, for instance, my buddy here, Rob. He's done, it shows us exactly how many signings this notary has done. In the last 12 months here, Rob's done 53 signings. In the last 3 months, he's done 9. And for Signature Signings, he's personally done 1,511 signings. I mean, there's just a big long list here of tons of amazing notaries that we work with, and they all get listed first here in our platform. Okay. And I'll tell you, we'll just click on my profile here. So if you look over here to the left, from a signing service perspective, I'm going to see that your Fidelity approved, which is what this little icon on the bottom is. Hey guys, just a heads up, if you could please mute yourselves, I would appreciate it.
I'll be taking all
Getting
of
some
them.
feedback here.
Pretty heavy, it's pretty big.
Does it work?
It does.
I don't think you.
All right. So in the right corner here, as I said, this shows that I'm Fidelity approved. All right. Now, when you pay the one-time $25 fee that Signature Signings asks after you get approved with Signature Signings, pass your vetting quiz and all that, you're going to get a green thumb. This green thumb puts you at the top of our list. Okay. Being at the top of the list means that you're going to be the first one to get notified via text message for any signings that we may have in your area. And if we give you the red heart means that you're paying us a monthly fee of $25. And that monthly fee allows you to become automatically assigned to any signings. And it's also going to put you at the top of the list for all of us signings that come through us. And you're going to be guaranteed a minimum of $100 for each order. That's a purchase, buyer, refinance, seller, guaranteed $100, and you're going to get auto assigned, which is pretty awesome because you don't have to fight for signings. You don't have to even question if you're going to get the signing or not. The only reason you wouldn't get a signing is if somebody else in your area was auto approved for that signing before you were. Obviously, we want to find the best and highest quality signing agents in the area as fast as possible because our clients love fast response times, and it makes us look good. It makes you look good. So that's a couple of ways that you guys can get signings first and foremost above anybody and everybody else. Now, let me go back here for a second, and I'm gonna type in 95678. That's a local zip code here for us. And it's going to generate a list here. Let me I'm going to undo the Fidelity approval there just so we can get a long list of people. And I want to show you one other thing about this. Now, I hear all the time, you don't have to pay to play in this business, but unfortunately, especially with Signing Order that I'm aware of, and I'm not sure about other platforms, but Signing Order, because we use this, I'm very familiar with the software, with the platform. If you guys have seen, Signing Order charges you, if you choose to do so, I believe it's $2.99 to become a Premier member. And I believe that's on a monthly basis. So what, $36 a year? And it puts you at the very, very, very top of the list. Now, if you look at in this zip code, we have Notary Faye Burnshead, who's one of my personal friends, an amazing notary. I trained her myself. And so it looks like she's paying not just the Premier, not just Signature Signings one-time $25 fee, or per month rather, probably, but she paid the Premier fee. So when you're a Premier member, you actually trump everybody else. And I don't get paid by Signing Order to mention this to you guys. I'm only telling you this so that you understand how the process works. Honestly, when we place an order, a lot of times, because we have this database and it's designed the way it is, our system's just going to randomly send text messages out. And I take back the word randomly. It's going to actually start at the top of the list and go down. So the best opportunity you're going to have of getting a signing is being at the top of the list, obviously. And you're going to do that by not just subscribing to Signing Order's one-time or monthly $2.99 fee, but also Signature Signing's one-time $25 fee. will get you first text messages, or the $25 a month gets you auto assign and a guaranteed of $100. So we've got several notaries in here. Chanel Hernandez, I don't know if you guys know this, but she's going to be speaking at the Mark Wills loan signing conference here in about, I think it's the end of July. I personally trained her and mentored her. She lives here in my area. She's done 251 signings for us. And man, she just took off like gangbusters and went off on her own. And she's created her own nationwide signing service. And props to you, Chanel. Proud of you. Looking forward. I'll be at the Loan Signing System Conference. And I believe she's going to be speaking. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say. Kind of feel like a proud papa on that one. But we have all kinds of amazing notaries here. And I just wanted to show you guys exactly how the process is. So as I mentioned before, once you go to signaturesignings.com, and let me see if I can get you guys back there really quick. Where is it? Bear with me. I see. There we go. What you guys can do as well to take our vetting quiz is come down here to option 5, where it says I am a notary or aspiring to be one and would like to know how to join Signature Signings Network of Notaries. Click that, hit the submit button, and it's going to guide you all the way through the whole entire process. Tells you about who we are, what we want to be, how you have a place in our network of signing agents, and if you want to take our quiz, and you can log in and register there if you haven't already done so. And this is what the login would look like as well. So one other thing I wanted to show you guys, and I just forgot. Let me go back here. A little scatterbrain this morning. We'll go back to order login here. For when we're looking at notaries. Do our notary search again. Takes a second for it to populate. So one of the things that notary or that signing agents signing services look for is not just where you rank if you've paid the premier, because anybody can pay the premier pricing and be ranked up to the top, but I want to know that you know what you're doing. So a lot of times, me personally, I won't look at the premier rankings. What I'll really look at more so is how many signings you've done. And I also look at the feedback. Okay, if you look here to the right, you can see that certain people have positive feedback, neutral feedback, negative feedback, or the 0 there means you've been blacklisted by a signing service. Hundreds upon hundreds, maybe even thousands of different signing services across the nation use this platform to manage their signing service for their local clients out of various signings. So tons of people pop up based off of the criteria that they're looking for: fidelity, approval, zip code. Like I said, we'll put 95678 in again and see what happens. Let it populate here. I want to show you guys the correlation. So we've got the premieres here, but you know, Faye, she's done 11 signings of mine. She's only done 9 in the last 12 months for other people. But let's pretend, you know, I don't know Faye. I don't know anybody. This is going to be, let me think of what's a zip code, and somebody shout out one of their zip codes for me.
91311.
91311.
Chatsworth.
All right. Who said that?
Ellen Michaels.
Ellen Michaels, welcome. I'm glad to have you on the call here. So let's see kind of where you pop up in the rankings here, Ellen.
I'd like
Oh, look
to
at
know.
you. Boom. You're right there on top, girl, because you know why? You're paying that premier, that $2.99 a month here. In fact, you're the only notary in your area in signing order that shows up at the very, very top.
Can I
So
ask
chances
you-
are, if
Yeah.
me as a signing agent or as a signing service, Signature Signings, needed a signing in Chatsworth, California, you're going to be the person that gets the first opportunity. My system is going to text you first before and above anybody else. Now, let's pretend for an instance that Lee Hansen is not a premier member, but because Signature Signings is placed in the order, if Lee was a preferred signing agent for Signature Signings, then Lee would be above you. Actually, I take that back. Lee would not be above you. Actually, Lee would be above you if you weren't a preferred signing agent for Signature Signings. So kind of understand how that process works so that you can get higher in the ranks for opportunities at signings. And if you're one of our favorites, like I said, and there you are, Lee, you actually have a green thumb on us.
Okay.
And if you were doing the $25 a month, you would get a red heart. Now, chances are, if you have this green thumb here, it means that you've signed up an account with us, or maybe you did one a long time ago before we set this up. And I'm not going to take that away from you. But we don't show that you're Fidelity approved in our system. So you're going to want to get that Fidelity approval paperwork into us. So if you don't have that already, you can search for any past emails from notary-approval@signaturesignings.com, or just request that from us, and my admin will get it to you. But that's going to automatically be sent out to you as soon as you pass our vetting quiz. If you haven't passed the vetting quiz yet, or we have no records of it, we're not going to send that Fidelity approval paperwork out to you until you do. So thank you very much for Ellen for letting us use you as a little guinea pig there.
Mike, I do have Fidelity and I'm more than happy to send the paperwork to you.
Okay, great.
And I haven't gotten I haven't had any text or anything from you yet.
I understand. Our clients are the ones that obviously provide the signings to us, our direct clients. And, they can be anywhere in the country at any point in time. It's difficult to try and narrow down. I don't live in Chatsworth, California. I'm honestly not even familiar where Chatsworth, California is. But this is where, do you have direct clients at all, Ellen? Do you work like any title companies or escrow officers that you work directly with?
There's only been a handful where they've called me directly and said, hi, are you available to do a notary job?
Sophie could appreciate nature.
And I would say yes or no.
Okay.
And that's really the way it's been. But,
Sure.
I'm with signing services like First American Signature Services.
Yep.
I'm on, I'm on Snappy Docs, signingorder.com, but I don't know, I'm sure you've seen a lot of real lowball have been coming through as well.
Sure, most definitely, especially now that the market is really slow. Signing services, they make their money based on how much money they can retain from the signing fee collected by the title company. And so they're trying to meet their overhead expenses. It's actually very expensive to own a signing service, a nationwide signing service, because obviously we have to pay our notaries. But we also have to keep large amounts of E&O insurance and general liability insurance and commercial auto insurance and all these other expenses. And then we have to pay for this platform that we use as well. And that's why, I offer to my notaries that are in our network that do have direct clients an opportunity to capitalize on the signings that they have through their direct clients that are out of the area. We pay them $20, but then that helps create, this network is what helps create and build more signing opportunities for notaries like you in Chatsworth, California, Ellen. So what I'm hoping to try and achieve here by creating this network and creating this platform for everybody is for all of us to get together. Obviously, we're all going to do our direct signings that we can do with our direct clients. But understand that if you're not capitalizing on the opportunities that your direct clients have by using our nationwide signing service platform to share those signings with other people, then it limits the amount of signings that we're all going to get. And I get it. Some people, they just want to work for signing services. Understand that if you're going to get paid what you based off the effort you put into this. So if you're not going out, and I'm not speaking to you directly, Ellen, I'm speaking to everybody here. If you're not going out and talking to clients directly, to title companies, to escrow officers, to lenders, to realtors, to estate planning attorneys, and creating these direct opportunities for yourselves, then you're not obviously going to be able to share opportunities with the network. You're just waiting for somebody to hand you something through a signing service. And that's all fair and well, but just understand that you're going to get paid what the signing services decide to pay you for the most part. And that's how I took control of my business. And that's how I built this nationwide signing service for myself, was because the first year I was in business, I told myself, after I quit my bartending job of 8 years at a local casino, I was like, if I can clock in every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., then I should be able to do that for myself every day, building my signing business. And so from every day for the first year, I was clocking in at 8 a.m. for myself and clocking out at probably 10 o'clock at night on some nights if I had late night signings. But my mentality is that if I'm not doing signings, I'm out marketing for them. And in return, I'm making $175, $200 for a signing, as opposed to relying on the signing services and then having to print the documents and scan them back and return them to FedEx and update the systems and all that. It's a headache. And after about a year of doing direct marketing for myself, I was able to get away from the signing services. The signing services, in my opinion, and I'm speaking because I have a mentality of building a full-fledged signing business for myself, is like being a baby, and the only way you can eat is from your mother, and you slowly start to wean off and move to formula, and then you start getting baby food, and then eventually you've grown up, you've got some real world experience, and you can start eating solid food. All right, maybe it's a terrible analogy, I'm only thinking off the cuff here, but we're all infantile when we first start this business. We're learning. Sorry, I need to mute somebody here. We're slowly learning, and you're only going to be able to achieve and get as far as you're willing to push yourself. So if you're not looking to eat solid food and you just want to hang out on your mama's tit all day, you're going to get as often as she wants to give it to you, and nothing more, nothing less. So that's how I built this signing service, was just continually putting myself out there, talking to the people that mattered the most in my business, or our business rather, which is the escrow officers, the lenders, the realtors, the attorneys. And eventually I was able to gain their trust to provide services for not just the signings that they had directly in my area, but the signings that they have in New York, Florida, Iowa, and now because of Ron, we're even providing services across the world, which is super exciting. I'm California, we are not Ron approved states yet, but it doesn't mean that I can't find Ron approved notaries in other states to perform out of the country signing opportunities. So I want to, for those of you, like I said before and earlier, I just want to reiterate this because this is honestly a concept that I haven't heard of before, and I'm trying to think out of the box so that we truly can build a network and share opportunities with each other, is to allow you guys to use the platform and resources I've created and capitalize off of it without having to pay a platform fee or to keep millions of dollars in E&O insurance and commercial insurance and general liability insurance and manage notaries and escrow officers and pay checks and all that. You just get compensated $20 for every signing that your client sends through our system under your account as you, the owner. And we handle the rest for you. And then we get to share those opportunities with all of you as well. And so that's what it's all about, is all of us coming together as a network, sharing opportunities with each other. Just like if you ever see the networks of airplanes, you know, they're all based out of different locations and they're sharing opportunities, you know, they're flying all over the world or country to different locations. And that's ultimately what I want us to build here at Signature Signings. And so I've created that platform on signaturesignings.com for you guys to be able to be part of that and have those opportunities. So I hope this kind of gives you guys some insight on what it looks like from a signing service perspective, what it takes to get featured at the top of the list. Some of the other features that depend upon how high you're going to be ranked isn't just based off of if you're paying $2.99 a month for the premier status or a one-time $25 fee to Signature Signings or a $25 a fee each month, but it's also based off of the distance, the geographical location. Okay. It's also based off of, from me as a signing service, looking at how many orders you've done. You know, in the beginning, when you're a new signing agent, it's not about the money. All right. I know you want it to be, but it's in your mind, it should be about getting the experience. Because me as a signing agent, if I see that you've never done a signing before, and let's take a look at these different order numbers here for different people. Who would you decide to hire if you were a signing service, someone like me, on what you see on the screen here? Who would you decide to hire? In my opinion, I'm looking at
Vanessa.
She's got 57 signings. Okay. She's got a positive feedback. She has a bad one. You know what? Some of these blacklisted, the black means you've been blacklisted. That's just by one stupid signing service. It's not a big deal. I've been blacklisted before, you know, miscommunications happen. Maybe I was in a bad mood that day and I told the escrow officer something that didn't, you know, we're not everybody's cup of tea. So don't feel bad if you got a blacklist. I've got a few of them. And chances are those are probably from when you were a brand new notary. And I'm willing to bet that Vanessa here, and you know, this stuff is proprietary information. I can't go into any comments or anything or sharing of that stuff with anybody. But that's why I said earlier, you know, it's important to ask your signing service after you've done a signing for them. Hey, would you mind leaving me a positive review? Because it's just like going on, if you're a business owner, you have a Google account, you want to get positive reviews on Google. The more positive reviews you get, the more likely someone's going to be willing to hire you. And so this feedback list here is pretty much the same thing. It's like Google reviews, if you will, just for signing services. And we get to see, you know, people leaving positive feedback behind, letting us know how great of a signing agent you are. And, you know, we can also tell on some of those things that they've been blacklisted or not, or negative reviews, how long ago that was. If it was 2 years ago, I'm probably not going to hold it against you personally, because you were probably new back then and now you've gotten some experience. So just don't put too much weight on that, but try and definitely increase your positive feedback reviews on your profiles. You literally have no control over it. with the exception of asking and hoping that the signing service will follow through and providing some positive feedback on your profile page. So those are the things that we look at. Okay. And again, if it's a Fidelity approval, which honestly, Signature Signing's largest client is Fidelity. So you're going to want to be Fidelity approved in order to get those signing opportunities in your area. Like where we were just talking about, I believe was in Ellen's area. Caroline's the only one that's Fidelity approved in that area. So that would be the person we would call first and foremost above anything else. She's not a premier member. She's not one of our favorites, I don't believe. Maybe she is. Let me take a look. Yep. Her only status is that she's Fidelity approved. She's never paid us a $25 fee or passed our vetting quiz or anything, but because she's Fidelity approved and we need a Fidelity approved notary in that area, she's going to be the one we call first and foremost above anything else. So if you're in that area and you paid, the $2.99 a month or whatever, and you were Fidelity approved, or the one-time $25 fee, you would rank higher than her. And those are the things that are going to get you guys more signings. We're all business owners here. All right. You have to be willing to invest in yourself, because if you're not willing to invest in yourself, why would I want to invest in you as a signing service? And, it takes a little bit of money to make a lot of money. So invest in yourselves, guys. I don't know who made up this rule about paying to play, but it's these funds that signing services receive and that signing platforms receive that allows us to stay in business and to help our bottom line to create more opportunities for you guys. Okay. Marketing isn't free. So those are just some things that you guys need to take into consideration. Working as signing agents for signing services, I urge you guys to try and get away from signing services. I would love it. I would so much love it much more if we were all partners together and you were creating your own signing service clientele in your area and just using Signature Signings as a platform to create out of area signings for all of our notaries in the network, and you working directly with the title company or escrow company, because then you don't have to worry about getting lowballed fees. You're going to worry about cashing all these direct checks from these title and escrow companies and attorneys, making $175 or $200 a signing. And that's really where the money's at in this business, guys. It's not for signing services. So hopefully this gives you a lot of perspective on what signing services are, how they work, how you can rank in these and get more opportunities. But ultimately, if this is going to be more than just a little side hustle to get a couple signings a week or a month or whatever, go out and meet the people that are going to have the biggest impact on your business. And that's going to be not just title and escrow companies, lenders, realtors, attorneys, other notaries. Because in my area, if you saw Chanel did 251 signings for me, Robert did 1,151 signings for me thus far in the history of the world. And that's because I'm only one person. Once I created Signature Signings and I created these opportunities with all my escrow officers and title officers and realtors and lenders, I was only one person that could be in one place at one time. And I was able to share those added opportunities with the other little notaries in my local area. So that's why I also think it's important for us to build this network and share opportunities and knowledge and experience with each other so that we can all thrive in this business. And I feel like Signature Signings is the place for all of us to do it, because I've already implemented all the tools and resources for that to happen. So anyways, I'm done rambling. Does anybody have any questions or anything? I'm looking in the chat here. Oh my goodness, there's all kinds of stuff here. I want to try and help some of you guys with your questions here really quick. Let me scroll here. Good afternoon. So I'm looking at Terry, she's asking, do we have general notary jobs or just loan signings? And yes, we do have general notary jobs. So we try and refer everybody to our website, signaturesignings.com. And if you look at option 1, it asks our client or whoever's potentially looking for a notary signing agent, if you're looking to find a notary in your local area. And so when we get that feedback for somebody that we find out where they're at, who they are, what their need is, and yes, we place those orders through our system to you notaries for general notary work as well. Loan signings is the majority of our opportunities because most of our clients are title and escrow companies, but we do have general notary work opportunities. Let's see here. Does it help those that can only do signings in the evenings on weekdays, available on weekends for part-time work? I mean, I feel like this can help anybody. Doesn't matter if you're full-time or side hustle. It really depends on how much you're willing to do about all this. The more you put in, like I said, the more you put into this, the more you're going to get out of it. I know it's slow. I've been with your company for over a month, $25 a month. I haven't received any text message yet. I'm in the Los Angeles area. All right, Ellen, we addressed this earlier, but here's the thing. You got to understand, if your money's not working for you, then I would recommend canceling the membership. Listen, guys, I don't want your money if you're not receiving the benefits from it. I promise you. I do not want to take advantage of you. I want to create and share opportunity and knowledge. I wouldn't be giving you this information for free if I didn't actually truly want to build this network. Ellen, in your case right now, if you are paying the $25 a month, we're going to get on the side. I'm going to cancel your subscription, and we'll just put you as a preferred member with the green thumbs up. And hopefully once we get some signings in your area, and I think we already looked that you are the only one in your area that was that was even listed at the top. So at this moment in time, there's really no reason for you to be a $25 a month subscriber if you're not seeing the benefits of that. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to take your $25 a month if you feel like you're not receiving the benefits of it. If you've already paid 1 month, you're already going to be set up as a preferred member. And at the moment in time where we have multiple people in your area and we have multiple signings in your area, you guys have to understand this whole concept that I've created here is pretty brand new. So we're looking for quality signing agents that have quality clients to share those out of area signing opportunities. And once we can get more people that have built their business like I have, but don't have the nationwide signing service capabilities yet, they can still be able to capitalize on their clients out of area signings, which again is going to give you guys more opportunities. So Ellen, we'll get that canceled for you if you choose to. I'm quite all right with that. Like I said, I do not want to take advantage of you guys. I want to provide the best service and opportunity that I can. Because obviously if I was paying $25 a month and I wasn't getting anything out of it, I'd want to stop my subscription as well. So totally don't blame you there at all, Ellen. Do you have clients in the Denver metro area? No, I do not have any clients in the Denver metro area. As like I said earlier, Signature Signings, we're based out of the Sacramento, California area. Doing nationwide marketing is expensive. So my hope and dream, Amy, is that you're going to build clients in the Denver metro area, and then you're going to get their direct signings for their out of area stuff and send it to me and Ellen and Catherine and Lisa and everybody else that's here on the call. So I urge you guys to, if you really want to build this business into something that's is incredible for yourself, you got to be willing to do what it takes to get there. You know, you get what you get in this business. And like I said, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, nobody else is going to either. Do you have clients in Central California? I do have a lot of work in the Central California area. I do not have clients down there. Most of my clients are based here in the greater Sacramento area. And, we do several signings. I think, like I said, we all know the business is slow, but I think it was 2 years ago when that refinance boom hit, man, we had like I think we gave out like 2,500 signings. If you guys go to signaturesignings.com, in the members area, after you create your free account, check out our leaders board. You're going to see, and it's been a month since I've updated it, but go to leaders board. You can see who's contributing signings to our network and how many they've contributed. You can see the Signature Signings track record about how much money we've paid out to notaries in certain years. And it kind of gives you an idea of where the business is in general for all of us. I've been a notary for 19 and a half years. I've completed over 5,600. Where would I rank? I mean, if you've done that many, the thing about 5,600 signings is it documented on a signing service? Probably not. If you've been in the business that long, chances are you shouldn't be working for signing services at this point in time, in my opinion. You should be working directly for title companies and escrow companies. But 19 and a half years, 5,600, no disrespect there at all, because I believe this is you again, Ellen. That tells me that you've been doing this a long time as a part-timer, and that's quite all right. You know what? To each their own. I'm not judging. I've been in this business since 2001. I've probably done 20,000 signings, but literally that's all I've done full time for the last 8 years. And, obviously I do not want to rely on anybody else other than myself. And it's because of that go-getter hustler mentality that I had the first couple of years of building this business that I've been able to create those numbers. And, like I said, teach their own. I don't have kids. I'm not married, so I can pretty much get away with doing that kind of stuff for myself. Do not take my experience and compare it to yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. Do not ever compare yourself to anybody else. Compare yourself to how much better you were today than you were yesterday. And that's the only comparison you ever need to make. So every little step you take each day to make yourself a little bit better in this business, that was my mentality every day. I was like, if I can just do one thing to make myself better today than I was yesterday in building my business, it means making one phone call or signing one new application with a new signing service or making one new connection with a realtor or a lender or an escrow officer. Again, those are the people that are going to have the largest impact of your business. All right. How do we know if we've been blacklisted? Are we able to see those numbers? No, Catherine, unfortunately, you are not able to see those numbers, and you're not able to know who's blacklisted you. I've given you a little insight about how that system kind of works, but unfortunately, because of the proprietary software, I signed a confidentiality agreement that says I cannot share that information with you. You may be able to call signingorder.com or signing order and see if you're blacklisted. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like I said, it happens all to the best of us. Let's see. Rain is Fidelity approved. Do you have to pay to set up a profile? Thank you, Arlene. No, you do not have to pay to set up a profile. Everybody is welcome to create their free account on signaturesignings.com. If you can pass our vetting quiz, we're going to document that in your profile, and we're going to make sure that you're getting signings above anybody else if you've proven us that you have the knowledge and experience that we need. Just know that obviously if there's other people in your area that have the same experience and knowledge and can pass our vetting quiz and have paid us the one-time $25 fee, they're going to be listed first. Getting Fidelity approved. First, Stephen, you got to pass the quiz. And then as soon as you pass our vetting quiz on signaturesignings.com by selecting option 5, we're going to email that Fidelity approval paperwork out to you. It'll be coming from notary-approval@signaturesignings.com.
Thank you so much.
Lisa asked, so if you're a new notary, is nobody's going to hire you? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. I mean, I could definitely tell you that it's going to be a little bit harder to get work until you have a proven track record. But that's how it is in the world. You know, you've got to pay your dues, unfortunately. And if that means just taking the late night signings or taking the low ball signings that nobody wants, you've got to be willing to do what everybody else isn't willing to do to build success in this business. In the beginning, my mindset was, I don't even care about the money. I care about the experience. I care about the opportunity to serve and to build my repertoire, to build my mindset, to build my education of performing signings and creating a name for myself and asking my signing services to leave positive feedback for myself. So it is tough in this business when you first start out, but you got to have that hustler mentality that I was talking about earlier to really get ahead and build this business for yourself. Let's see. Yes, there is a way to rewatch this later. Tammy asked if there was a way to record this and watch it later. And this is being recorded right now, and it's going to be posted on Signature Signings YouTube channel. I've put that in the group chats, and I will post it also on the Signature Signings group page. But if you're not a subscriber to Signature Signings YouTube channel yet, I recommend going there. That way you never miss a meeting, even if you're not able to make it one day. It's going to be under the live tab for you guys. Let's see here. Can we still run in your state does not offer it yet? I'm in Georgia. Even if your state does not offer it. If you're in a state that does not offer Ron, no, you cannot do Ron. You've got to be Ron approved in order to do Ron signings, Selena. Michelle asked, if you don't have signings under your belt, how do you catch a break? I think we kind of went over that, Michelle. Honestly, the best way to catch a break is to be willing to do the things that other people aren't willing to do. Low ball signings, late night signings that are far away, things like that. Kimberly, thank you so much. Love the transparency, she says. The only way you guys are going to get ahead in this business is learning the hard way or the easy way. And, my good friend, Tony Robbins right here, who I've listened to all of his tapes. In one of these tapes here that I listened to years ago, he talked to me. I felt like he's talking to me personally. He wasn't, but he talked about role modeling and how important role modeling is if you want to receive the same type of success that somebody else is receiving in a field or industry or whatever it is that you're doing. I didn't have a role model. I didn't have somebody like myself or Mark Wills or Bill Soroka or anybody else that has a presence in the signing industry. I literally went through the school of hard knocks, if you know what that means. I learned everything the hard way. Being that you guys are here, you are 10 times smarter than I was at whatever stage you are in the signing business, just probably from the knowledge I've given you here today, because I didn't know how any of this worked. Nobody was telling me how to get business in this industry. So I highly recommend that you guys continue to ask me questions. Like I said before, I want to give you this education so that you guys can go out and build direct clients in your area so that you can then share those clients out of area signings through our network to everybody else. And because we have the vetting quiz, that if another notary in an out of area is getting that signing opportunity, they've done what it takes to be competent to represent you and your clients. So I hope you guys can understand that. Thank you, Michelle, let me see here. Take the exam on SnapDocs so it gives you higher rating point and point out skills you have. That what I did to get me on the first exam. So work really dope. So yes, Michelle, I totally get it. A lot of people are like you got a full-time job. So for me, I finally got tired of bartending after 8 years. I was tired of people telling me how much I'm worth per hour. when I could take time off, when I could use the restroom, or when I was going to be allowed to go take my lunch or my break, how long I was going to be allowed to mourn the death of my father. I finally got tired of that, and it's a mentality, if you guys haven't seen this yet either, mindset is everything, guys. We got the fish here with the little shark head, we're all just little goldfish trying to act like we're sharks. And I told myself, I am not going to be anybody else's bitch anymore. And forgive my language, but I'm very adamant. And that's how I feel. I was like, if I am not going to bust my ass every day anymore to build somebody else's dreams. I'm going to build my own dreams. I put some money away. I bartended on the weekends. I quit my full-time bartending job, and I did whatever it took when I wasn't out marketing to generate income. That means driving for Uber or driving for Lyft or Instacart or DoorDash or whatever you can do on your off hours when you're not building this business, if you truly want to take it to the next level. Okay. Those are the steps that I took. I drove for Uber. I drove for Lyft. I bartended on the weekends and would usually take some people home from my bar after I got off my shift. And I'd drive till 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'd sleep until 12 o'clock in the afternoon on the weekends. But Monday through Friday, like I said, if I wasn't doing signings, I was out marketing for them. I was taking realtors out to lunch, bringing Danishes into the title and escrow companies in the morning and introducing myself, giving them my business card, letting them know if they have something in, late night or far away, I'm willing to take it. Extraordinary guys, doing the ordinary things, but going above and beyond. Okay. And it's from all those experiences I've had in the past that now I don't have to drive 50 miles anymore or take $75 for a loan signing. But honestly, that's what it is in the beginning. I wish there was a easier way, but like I said before, we all got to pay our dues. All right. Kimberly asks, or if speak other language, add that too. Yes. So if you guys speak other languages, make sure you're putting that on your profile, because it's very often I get asked for Spanish speaking or Cantonese speaking or Russian speaking notaries, and those pay a premium. If I were you guys, I would demand a higher fee for those types of signings if you're bilingual or multilingual, most definitely. Let's see if we have been blacklisted. We talked about that. What time we got here? It's 9:57. I got 3 more minutes, guys, here. I like to cut these off at an hour. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but I do want to get all your questions answered. Let me tell you guys this. If you have any questions that I haven't answered yet, you can message me, obviously, in the message board on Facebook. You can tag me personally at Michael Rudkowski. That's my professional handle on Facebook. Or you can also email me, mike@signaturesignings.com. You can also call my business extension. It's 1-866-744-7446. That translates into 1-866-SIGSIGN, SIGN. And my telephone extension is 700. Okay. So feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to take your calls and help answer any questions or set up any accounts for you. If you have clients that have out of area signings, so that we can document when your clients place orders through our platform, as you being the account owner, so we can get you paid on those opportunities and share them with everybody else in our network. So I'm going to leave it at that for you guys. Thank you so much for all the participation. I can't wait to build this network. I can't do it without you guys. And I'm really excited to share this opportunity with all of us so that we can all thrive in this business. So I'm going to leave it there. You guys all have a great day, and I will see you next Tuesday. Send me some topics that you guys are really interested in, so that I can try and pinpoint what's most important to you guys. All right. All right. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.